Hello there. Today I want to talk about a short topic after I've seen heaps of videos about men preaching that they should kick a cheating woman to the curb. But when they are the one who cheated, then you are a cold bitter bitch for not taking him back. You're told that you are making a man suffer for ghosting him after the scandal has been brought in public. Treat a man like they would treat you. And don't take back an adulterer. If the shoe is on the other foot, then everyone would call him a simp for taking him back, but if a woman does it, she's called the most virtuous woman for being so forgiving. You are letting the double standards thrive by taking a man back who did such a thing. There are so many videos that are in the defense of men, saying that not all of them will cheat again, and that it's just a mistake or it's the woman's fault somehow. If you take him back, then everyone assumes that it's indeed your fault. Men who claim that they will never do that are just saying that to keep the suspicion off them. All men are perverts, some are worse than the other, but all of them fantasize or even wish they would cheat if they could get away with it. If your man starts accusing you of cheating while you have been nothing but faithful, then you better not deal with him ever again. I was in that situation too, where I was accused of cheating and I felt miserable. I didn't know what to say, and emails got forwarded where he writes to other women about meeting them behind my back. Men are never like that because they had a bad experience. They are like that because they assume you are just as much of a scumbag as they are. Men always accuse you of blame you for things they do themselves. Valuing a man who did such a thing to you just because he's been very good to you most of the time is like refusing to cut a cancer out just because the cancer hasn't been harmful to you for over a decade. You should know by now that most men are just big babies. They throw a pity party, like they are at your mercy, but if you make a little slip up, they have no problem having you thrown on the streets. When men say, "It was so out of character for me to do such a thing," or "I wasn't thinking straight," it's just a manipulative tactic to do some damage control. Most women are pressured to stay with a man who committed adultery, because they are told that they are ruining the marriage. And letting a slip-up be the end of 10 years of marriage is a cruel, selfish thing to do, while the same men would trade a devoted wife for a gold digger without thinking what they called ruin in the process. Men want the best thing of having the wife, authority, the head of the house, but want to be held accountable like children when they act out. Men will not forgive you for your mistakes, and if it seems that they forgave you, they will always have a leverage over you. When a man cheats, he's always in the advantage. Nobody will call him a homewrecker, a whore, or not worthy of being in a relationship with. In every religion and society, men are defended and treated as if they become helpless beings when it comes to temptation. People even say that men can't help it and that they are programmed by their ding-dong, but in reality they are programmed by their narcissism. Remember, no excuse is good enough. If he didn't wanted this to happen, then it wouldn't have happened. If it happens, it's because he wanted it to happen. He allowed it because he enjoyed it. There is no such thing as being in the heat of the moment, or too drunk to think straight. You can't control what you find attractive, but you can control your actions. It's not like some cheap slut waved a magic wand, and before he knows it, he wakes up naked in bed with her. He hooked up because he wanted to do such a thing, and if this video doesn't change your mind about men like that, well, enjoy AIDS, I guess.